B-More's 92Q, home of the AM Clique, is Kels. Shay Park is here.
Of course.
And listen, the beautiful Janelle Monae, she is here.
Yes, in the flesh.
Hi.
Good to
Hi,
see
how are you?
again.
Oh my goodness, it's good to be seen and good to
Right.
see y'all too. I am phenomenal.
You gotta be, okay? We were
feeling
just
so
hoping that
good.
you feel as good as you look and also as good as the music sounds right
oh my
now,
God,
for sure.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Now, the Age of Pleasure, we got to hop into, first of all, this tour that's coming up that you just announced.
I'll be here September 24th.
September 24th. So we got some time. You got some time to get your coins together.
Yes.
But the tickets, because we're always trying to see our favorite artists. But I definitely wanted to talk to you about, right off the heels of your announcement of the tour, how does this moment feel for you? Because this is a pretty extensive tour too.
Yes. Oh my God. First of all, I haven't toured since 2019.
Yeah.
So that right there within itself, I lived on the road and I'm so eager and ready and excited. I'm planning a lot of special things. It's going to be a big experience. This is a celebration time. The Age of Pleasure is all about self-love, celebration, tapping more and more and more into your freedom, creating a safe space internally for yourself, as well as externally around you with the people you love. And so, going out on the road, I get to touch people who get that, who understand that, who are coming for that. But yeah, I'm in a very happy space.
That's
very,
good.
very, very
Do you
happy
feel like
space.
you're finding your tribe, or that your tribe, your true tribe is finding you in terms of, just your fans and your supporters, the people who love your music?
We're always finding each other, you know, and I think that's the power of music too. The power of art brings us together. Like, people see themselves reflected, thankfully, and a lot of people do in the work that I do, but that always starts with me. I try to honor where I am at that time and be vulnerable enough to express that, whether I'm doing an interview, whether it's on a record, an album, whatever it may be. My music is a direct reflection of me. And I think when people see themselves within me, we find each other,
Yep. And Age of Pleasure is your first album in 5 years. So,
Earth years.
Earth Years.
Yeah. In another realm, I've put out lots of albums.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how do we compare the Age of Pleasure to Dirty Computer?
I don't think we ever compare albums. I don't
What part,
compare.
like the sound and everything?
I don't know. I mean, I never thought about that. I never try to repeat the same thing twice. I think it's disrespectful to my evolution to make the same album. What am I doing? Wasting my time, not being free in the way that I express myself, So I think with the Age of Pleasure, maybe Dirty Computer was like a moment where I peeled back a few more layers. And I think with Age of Pleasure, the layers are peeled back even more. I still feel like I'm unfolding. I still feel like I'm walking in my freedom more. I think that I've definitely healed between albums, and I think when you heal, you get a new set of eyes and ears, and the way that I approach art is different because all of a sudden now, and also being non-binary, I felt like I knew I was non-binary when I first came out because I was always fighting back against gender norms. And when I was wearing a tuxedo, everybody tried to get me to have perform a traditional version of what being a woman and being feminine looked. And I bucked back against that so much. And then, being able to now, and not even just now, but over the years, say I'm so many things. Like, I feel my energy. I'm not just this. I'm not just that.
Right.
Like I'm like water when it comes to energy. And I think all of that leaped over into the music too, because it allowed me to give myself permission. That's really what it's about. I gave myself permission to do it all. Yeah.
Wow.
During COVID, when we all had to sit down and sit with ourselves, did you find yourself, that's where you began to unpeel some of these layers and just be free and just be happy with who you are?
Sure. Of course. I had that unique opportunity. I mean, I know, probably people listening right now, they didn't have that opportunity. They had to keep working and working and working and providing. And, my job, which as a performer, which is to tour and to go around the world, things were getting canceled for me. So I had no choice but to sit home. And in those quiet moments, I got an opportunity to really go in, deeper. I think that healthcare should be free for everybody in this country,
Amen.
around the world. I
part.
think that
Okay.
our mental health is so important. Therapy should be free, all of that, so that people can tap into the best versions of themselves.
So what was that process like, over, these years of making music, figuring out what you wanted the project to sound like and what was, most true to you? What was it like? And what I mean by that is like the messy moments, the high moments. Was it a roller coaster, or did you find it to be peaceful?
Various stages. I think when you're creating anything, it can be fun, depending on at what point you are in the process. It can be tiresome, it can be heavy, it can be hard. I mean, making art is hard. Trying to get what you're feeling out, not a lot of people are in my head, so I have to be able to articulate what it is that I'm trying to say. And having a vision match closely to the vision that you have in your head. Sometimes you may not be able to have the necessary tools to do that at that moment, and so I can get impatient. I'm like,
right,
I'm ready for this, I'm ready for that. So it just depends, but I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I love creating. I'm gonna always in telling stories. It doesn't matter if it's in film, TV, literature, music. Like, I know that is a passion of mine, that when I'm not doing it, I don't feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
And
I feel like the end result of healing, even though it's hard, it's always worth it. It's always worth it in the end to go through, that process. So what's your favorite song on the album? Do you have one?
I bet not have a favorite. I hope all of them are my favorite, and they're there for a reason. And I made this album with my friends, for my friends. Honestly, I was just like, if we love it, that's all that matters. And that's how I did it. I mean, we were hosting these parties with our friends from everyday people, and they were at my place Wonderland, and these were beautiful people from South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, the Caribbean, Jamaica, LA, New York, beautiful brown and black people, in a safe space. That was very important for me to curate safe spaces for people to feel free to be them, free from police, free from judgment, free from anybody trying to police them. And when I saw that, I was like, I want to make music for these people. I want us to feel ourselves like living out our own American dream, or whatever our dream is. And that's really where a lot of the music came from. So when I think about it, I always smile in admiration of us, and I hope that more people play this. I hope that we play The Age of Pleasure when we're on vacations with our friends and with our family and people we feel safe with, or when we are alone, because it sounds like vacation music. So
it really does.
Speaking of The Age of Pleasure, what's a lipstick lover? I've been trying to figure it out, listen to the song, and
he gonna ask me. I'm like, ask
you said, what's a lipstick lover?
Yes.
You don't know what a lipstick lover is?
Evidently, I don't.
Somebody who wearing lipstick who gonna love him. That's what it is.
No, that song, I've been a lipstick lover before. I have met lipstick lovers before. It came from such an honest space. I'm like, why didn't I write this song a long time ago? Because I remember being at one of my parties. I felt super safe. It was super consensual, and this individual had a red lipstick on and kissed me on my neck. And I just remember going to the bathroom and looking at the red kind of smudge and on my face, and like all my friends knew. They were like, who kissed you? and they went around trying to find. It was like a whole thing. It was great. Right. And so I wrote a song about it. I wrote a song about my experience with the lipstick lover.
I ain't that grown yet, I guess. I ain't got a lipstick lover.
You ain't got a lipstick kiss on your neck yet.
I haven't.
Well,
so going back to art, you talking about creating films and music and everything.
Yeah.
You did an amazing job in The Glass Onion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Playing Andy and Helen. I was not expecting that twist in there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Job.
I had so much fun with that role.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play a role where I could sort of, I don't know, like play. Play. And it was a lot of work, but a lot of fun work.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And another great movie, Hidden Figures, of course. What was that experience like? Especially, of course, with how it just, blew up on the internet and social media and just everyone talking about the history behind it and how they didn't know much about it. How did it feel to be a part of that?
Oh, it was an honor to be able to highlight the Black women who are directly responsible for astronauts going to space. Like, they are American heroes. And also doing it with my sisters, Octavia and Taraji. Shout out to Taraji. I know she's, from that
area.
From this area. And being able to do that with them was even more special because I gained, sisters for life.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to put you in a box, but I seen somewhere, is she a pop star or is she a movie star? Which one would you consider yourself more?
Both of them.
Like I said in Queen, categorize me and I defy every label.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just that on that.
I saw that you're a huge collection of vinyl. And I know with the Age of Pleasure, if they order early, they can get a vinyl copy.
Yes, pre-order now, jmonae.com.
What would you say is your most impressive, like that vinyl? Like, you know what? Ain't nobody got this one that people be surprised.
I have a lot. I have over 7,500 vinyls. So I will say it's going to be hard for me to say, but I have a lot of internet, like, I mean, I do have a lot of good Prince stuff, like singles and
but it gotta be that one, like, this that shit right
now,
here.
how she gonna choose that?
I don't know. It's like 7,500. It's hard.
How long have you been like collecting vinyl and everything?
Probably for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was doing it a little bit over time, and then I met this DJ who sold me a lot of my vinyl, and I was like, okay, I got to keep this up. I have a whole room just full of that. So it's so inspiring whenever I'm like stuck on the music side and I'm trying to figure out some things to just go listen to somebody that I did not know of, because some of the records he gave me, I had never heard of these artists. And so I would go and listen to it and be like, like I have a Harold Budd vinyl that I recently got, and that's like a really wonderful artist whose music I can listen to all day, all night.
Where is Cindy Mayweather?
In me, of me.
But she's always around.
Always.
Yes. Yeah.
Always.
So I know this person, and I'm using this phrasing lightly, but this person that the world is seeing now, you've always been that, right? How does sort of the commentary around people seeing your evolution or seeing a different layer of you and sort of putting you in a one-dimensional box? Like, for instance, I saw a comment like, I feel like they're forcing this on you. And I was like, I really just want to know, do you even think anything of it when you see it? Or are you just like, you don't get it yet?
I don't. I'm too busy living my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give me the vibe of like, I don't think about it.
I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't. I mean, I think, you can't. There's no reasoning with folks who think that Janelle Monae would ever be controlled or forced to do anything. Like, we can't even have a conversation if you're starting from that point with me. So, no.
Well, we love you.
Definitely.
We're loving the music right now. We can't wait for the tour. So we got to put that on the calendar.
Yes.
All right.
Thank y'all
Set
so
mine
much.
to the side, okay? Because I feel like people been jipping me for my tickets, and I'm going to have to go to that show.
Meet me at the back door. I'm trying to come through. Ticketmaster.com.
No.
Get your tickets.
But I love what you're doing. What's next for Janelle Monae?
This tour, that's really all I'm focused on. I'm ready to see my people, like, go get your tickets. We're putting something special together. When I leave, I think I have a few more dates on the East Coast. I'm going back to the West Coast to start rehearsals. And yeah, that's all I'm thinking about right now. I'm in it. I'm in the age of pleasure right now.
Come on. I like it.
I know that's right. That's my vibe this summer.
Yes.
Available everywhere June 9th.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your tickets, go see her on tour.
Yes.
Janelle Monae, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you so much.
Likewise. Love y'all. Thank you.